welcome back. So today I'm going to be making a centerpiece for my living room coffee table. You can kind of see the coffee table behind me. It's all glass, and I just thought this would be really nice. It would match my tree. And I saw something similar for sale at, I think it was Home Goods or Michael's, but it was like $60 to $80. And I was just like, I know I can make this for way cheaper. So I think overall I spent about $20, $25 to make this, and I think it came out really great. So let's get into it. All right, so most of these supplies are actually leftover supplies that I didn't use for my tree. So I just have some of these poinsettias that come $1 a bunch. I have some leftover ornaments, and this one was actually, this entire tube of ornaments is $1 at the Dollar Tree. I have some other ornaments that I didn't use that are just white and silver because we're going to be sticking with that theme. You guys are going to need to get some foam, some floral foam from the Dollar Tree as well as some Mod Podge. They sometimes have it at the Dollar Tree, but I got this for like $3 at Michael's, so that's not a bad deal either. You're going to be needing this diamond wrap. This I got from Michael's. I got this little poinsettia clip, which is really cute because it has some pine attached to it already. And I'm just going to kind of spray paint that probably. I also got some more of these little flower bunches, some of these. And then I got this bigger garland from Michael's, and this was only about, I think it was like $4 for this entire thing. So I'm gonna definitely spray paint this. You can either use white spray paint, or you can use, I'll show you what I have from the Dollar Tree. I also picked up some of these pine cones, which I think I'm going to spray paint these as well. This pretty little ribbon from the Dollar Tree. So for this project, along with my glue gun, I'm going to also be using E6000, just because E6000 gives a lot more permanent and stronger of a bond. So this will last like forever if you glue something on with this. But the only thing with this, it takes forever to dry. So what I do is I still use my glue gun just to kind of place the materials in place. And then I'll just put some E6000 just to kind of secure it. And then once this dries overnight, it's pretty like stuck on there forever. So that's why I use a combination of these both. I also grabbed one of these wooden boxes, which I thought were pretty cool. I was gonna use foam board paper from the Dollar Tree originally, but I ran into this and I was like, it was only $8.99, and I think after my coupon it was like $5 or $6.99. So I just thought this was gonna be a lot more sturdy than using the foam board paper. So definitely, if you could pick this up at Michael's, I would definitely recommend using this. So the first thing I'm going to do is, even though I have this silver wrap, I still kind of can see through it a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and spray paint this outside real quick with just any classic gray gloss. I actually just had this laying around. You can use white or whatever you have. These are available at Michael's. I think they're like only about $7 probably. So I would just grab a spray paint, and I'm just going to go outside real quick and just spray paint this. Okay guys, so I know how I recommended using a snow spray. However, once the project was actually done, I noticed it was a lot easier to use a white acrylic paint with a paintbrush, or you can use white spray paint. So I definitely would recommend that instead. So this part can be a little difficult, but I'm just unwinding my garland and unwinding the wires, and then I'm throwing the pine into a box to get painted. So guys, again, I recommend for this part using white spray paint instead. Okay, so my box is dry, and now I'm just going to go ahead and hot glue on the wrap, and I am also using my E6000 just to make sure that it holds in place. And I got really lucky that this wrap was the perfect size. I didn't even have to cut it or adjust anything. And guys, during this part, just be careful to not burn your hands when using the hot glue gun. And you just want to go ahead and wrap this all over your box. So now I'm just going to hot glue an E6000 on this cute little ornament I found at the Dollar Tree, and it just fit in perfectly for the centerpiece. So I'm actually going to glue one on each side, and it actually was 2 for $1, so this just worked out perfectly. Now I'm going to take my floral foam and just glue it to the base of my box. And I'm actually going to be doing 2 layers of this floral foam. I had these little pearl beads, so I'm just going to go ahead and hot glue them onto each corner of the box. I just thought it would add a nice little effect. Now I'm starting off with my floral bunches, so I'm just going to go ahead and put that into my floral foam and just kind of adjust it so my flowers are at a tilt. Okay, so the second thing I'm adding to my box are my pine cones, and I'm just going and hot gluing a pine cone to each corner of the box. Now I'm going in with my pine, and I'm just letting it kind of dangle over the edge of the box, and I'm just hot gluing it into the creases between the box and the floral foam. Now I'm putting in my white poinsettias, and I'm just going to kind of adjust them until they look how I like in my box. And I'm just poking them into the floral foam and then trying to kind of hide the wiring. And you guys can add as many flowers as you'd like. I wanted to do an even amount of flowers and ornaments. So I got this silver ribbon from Hobby Lobby for 50% off, so it was only $150, and I just thought it would look so cute directly on top of my centerpiece. Now it's time to go ahead and add some ornaments into our centerpiece. So these are just leftover ornaments, like I was saying, from my Christmas tree. So I'm just going to kind of fill in any empty spaces with some ornaments. These little silver bells were also 2 for $1 at the Dollar Tree, so I'm just going to kind of go ahead and do the same thing with these bells, just kind of fill it into any empty spaces I may see, and I'm just going to use my hot glue gun for this. So as you guys can see, I just added 2 little pieces of ribbon to the front of my centerpiece, and now I'm just filling in some finishing touches. Wherever I see any spaces, I'm just hot gluing on my tiny little silver ornaments. And I'm taking those same little pearls and just adding it to the center of my silver bells, and I thought that just looked nice inside there.
Okay guys, so this is why I recommended using white acrylic paint with a paintbrush instead of the snow spray. The snow spray just kind of melted off of my pine, so I'm just going over those areas and painting it white with my white acrylic paint. And this also made the application a lot more precise. Alright guys, and this is how my centerpiece came out. I really like how it looks in my living room on my glass coffee table, and I really love how it complements my tree.
I hope you guys enjoyed making this centerpiece as much as I did. I love how it came out, and if you guys found this tutorial helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!